Hello and welcome fellow sports lovers. My name is Jack. And today, we are talking about why Vinicius Junior is so good in 2021. Why him? He arrived at Real Madrid in the summer of 2018 from the Brazilian side Flamengo, despite agreeing to join the La Liga side the summer before. Vinicius Junior arrived with lofty expectations, with lots of comparison to the likes of Neymar. However, even with good performances, he only managed to muster 8 goals over the course of 3 seasons. This season it is a different story, with him being the second top scorer in La Liga. So far he scored 12 goals and produced 5 assists in all competitions for club and country. Only his fellow teammate Karim Benzema is in front of him. With him now managing to score goals regularly, he is on the path, if not already on it, to become one of the best players in the world, and this at the tender age of 21. Playing style. Vinicius is generally a left winger and plays almost every matches in this position. He likes to operate in the spaces available in the wider and maintains the width very well. This allows one of the midfielders or the left fullback to utilize the half spaces. The youngster stays free from his nearest marker to create space for himself. That is why whenever Madrid find it difficult to force their attack in the right side of the ground, they look to Vinicius in the left and provide him with the long-range ball so that he can utilize his mind-boggling pace to outrun the opponents. He likes to tuck inside and takes the opposition fullback with him in the middle. This movement from Vinicius opens up spaces in the left wing region for the left fullback to overlap and exploit the area. He times his blind side runs to perfection. Staying parallel to his marker just behind the offside track, he sprints towards balls that has been provided to him through the half space and creates dangerous opportunities in the penalty box, just like the run which we saw against Barcelona this March. A beautiful through ball from Kroos was met by Vinicius on his run and eventually led to the goal. Staying on the line with his marker also gives him a second's advantage, as the defender gets confused whether to come forward and tackle the midfielder or stay with Vinicius in the flank. The Brazilian is very useful in transitions. All his teammates usually targets him in this phase with the long balls because of his ability to run past defenders with extraordinary acceleration. This also plays in via his dribbles that free up space for him to play a through ball into a vacated space. Whether the defender steps into Vinicius or drops off him, Vinicius has the skill to make something happen. This elite level of ball carrying makes sense, given his willingness to track back and his demanding presence on the pitch. He is constantly looking to be an outlet and help his team get up the pitch, something Real have sorely lacked during Hazard's injury woes. Weakness. Vinicius is still quite careless with the ball and often miscontrols it or is dispossessed. These stats are slightly inflated due to how aggressively he carries the ball and wants to receive it, but still makes him a liability against top-pressing teams with dominating fullbacks, capable of matching his speed and power. Besides that, Vini defensive contribution isn't the best as well, but during the last lockdown he focused on his fitness more than ever, and the result was clearly seen on the field. As a result, his work rate and defensive contributions increased, and he was seen spending more time in closing down the opponents in his own half than before. What makes him so different? It is definitely Vinicius' dribbling style that sets him apart. There are tight space dribblers like Brahim, and there are dribblers suited for the classic winger roles, like Rodrigo and Asensio. But Vini belongs to the different breed of explosive dribblers, who can truly explode past defenders. Having those physical attributes is a blessing, but players become top players only when they utilize their attributes to perfection. And Vini has learned that art, and focused on the need to polish his first touch, which made him an effective and successful dribbler who is pleasing to the eye. Fans often like to see open games, not games in which teams park buses. People want to watch games where players run from one end to the other, instead of games where players are practically immovable from their own box. Vini often faces teams that park the bus, yet he manages to make the game entertaining with his movement and counter-attacking nature. He always looks to exploit the space behind the backline, and takes the ball into the empty grass fields, which are the zones where players can make something happen. He has the ability to make games interesting single-handedly. Final thoughts. There is no doubt that Vinicius Junior has had a rocky start to his career as a Real Madrid player. He arrived with inflated expectations similar to those placed on Neymar's shoulders when he came from Santos. Asking for Neymar levels of output from Vinicius when he first arrived was simply unfair, and Florentino Perez's continued support for the young winger was clearly influential in his ability to bounce back again and again. After repeated criticism from his teammates, the fans, and the media threatened to knock him off the ladder to success. Now he has arrived, he is truly here, and we are all about to find out how truly influential he can be. This is just the start, for the 21-year-old, and his incredible work rate combined with his unique skill set will give him a real chance to dominate European football for many years to come. And now, watch and enjoy this amazing talent. Thanks for sticking around so long. Please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to our channel.